thank you so much for being here this long and taking in all this information over the past 2.5 days. We're innovating. We're innovators. Like, how many people said to me, like, well, it's the beginning of, information sharing. It's the beginning of this new financing infrastructure. It's the beginning of incorporating, families and youth into our leadership structures in meaningful ways, where they're actually voting members of these structures. That's right. Right? We are transforming the system in ways that it hasn't operated before. And so I just thank all of you for being those innovators. And to answer the question about lawyers billing or being comfortable with billing, I have to tell you that the first thing that I said when I heard about the fee schedule, because a lot of the people that were discussing it were from the health side of the house, I said, education, this is going to be big for education. This is going to be hard for education to understand, and this is going to create a lot of concern for education. And all of that has to be thought through in order for us to unite our systems in the ways that we're going to into the future. So I'm actually the lawyer that was like, whoa, wait a second, as an attorney for education. But all of that to say, that's why we're here. We're here to break barriers, right? We're here to figure out the way to do that, because we know that that is necessary for children and families to get what they need when they need it. Bringing it all the way back to the beginning of this conference, that is why we're here. So we will figure it out. Us lawyers, we will help figure it out. We will get together across siloed, by the way, behavioral health education attorneys, because most attorneys who grew up in education don't understand behavioral health, and most behavioral health attorneys don't understand education. I happen to understand more of both, only because I practiced in both fields, but we're just like you. We were born in silos. We were trained in silos, raised in silos, and we think in silos. And so I am actually trying to start, well, I am starting legal training that is more interdisciplinary, so that we can have integrated care lawyers that can be looking at this from our multiple lenses together. So when you are working with attorneys, keep that in mind. Like, we know our silo, so put us together. I've said a million times, like, you think this is a problem? Give me their lawyer, and the lawyer and I will figure it out. And I've never ever been in a scenario in an interagency conversation where we haven't figured it out. It's just, again, it's just like you. It's the intention to operate in a different way, and we have to do that too. So I just thank you for your patience and your time and your dedication and your innovation, and gosh, you're the champions, you're the warriors, you're the future. And I'm going to leave it to Saran to close us out, because she had a couple of things that she wanted to say before you all go. The other thing I'll say is, for those of you who do want to stay, the way we design this is we're having lunch. Everyone can hang out and have lunch or leave. Stay in touch with Breaking Barriers. We do have that survey that we want you to fill out. We do have a technical assistance matrix of experts that have spoken here and that are in this room that are there to help you. Anyone can call me. I will talk to any single one of you about how I can help. So we are closing, but for those of you who want to stay and listen to HIPAA and FERPA, and I don't know how many of you that is, we designed it that we would go, it's a breakout, it's a conversation. The breakouts are conversations, are more conversational. So I'm just curious, how many of you are planning to have that conversation and stay for that? Because anyway, just should give me a show of hands. Okay, so for those of you who are going to do that with us, we're going to go into that room right there in 15 minutes. Grab your lunch, casual, and we'll all have that conversation. Someone's waving at me. Do we have enough space in the side rooms for everybody to go break out? Okay, so anyone who's leaving, goodbye, love you, thank you for being here. Anyone who's going to stay with your county team and break out and debrief and talk more, go into one of these two rooms. And then anyone who wants to talk about HIPAA and FERPA, stay in here, but like move up, because there's less of us, and we'll have a conversation in here. Okay, just with everything that I am. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. I don't have another speech for you guys, but I do have some business thing to discuss about really quickly. So, what is ACSC, Advisory Commission on Special Education? We are literally the Special Education State Board. We are the state officials here. I'm talking about how do we get, a lot of you guys are adults who are leaders and who have great ideas, great input. How do we integrate services, all these type of things? And these are things that the state really wants to hear about. So I'm asking you, this ACSE, we have 5 consecutive meetings. We have meetings in February. It's quarterly meetings, so February, April, June, August, October. It goes like that, and it's every single year. And we ask you to connect with me and Elizabeth Estes and other people on the commission on how can you come and present your slideshows? Because all these panels I'm hearing, they're all amazing and great. But if you want to create that partnership right now and that collaboration, talk with me and talk with her, and we'll make that happen. We will make sure that we have a time slot on our agenda that you have time for this. But I'll be honest with you that our agenda is kind of competitive because we have state officials, departments, a lot of them have designated time slots. So if you want a time slot and if you want to talk about these issues and you want input from us and stuff, then we got you. Then please come to our advisory commission meetings and connect with me and Elizabeth. Thank you so much.
And we don't wonder why we need youth commissioners in the state of California. Thank you so much.